I think all of us have reached a point in our lives where you don't like who you are, and it's such like a frustrating period to be in because no matter what you do, like it just seems like you can't get out of it. You wake up, it's hard to wake up, you snooze your alarm 2 times before you actually get up. And then like once you get up, it's already late into the day. You grab your phone, you check your social media account, all your accounts, and you go through stories and all you see is people having a great time but you. People are being productive. People are going to parties. People are traveling, going to concerts, but then there's you alone in your bed. Many of you are in this stuck rut that you can't get out of. There's something in your way that is convincing you to keep doing these bad habits, keep doing these bad things that you shouldn't be doing. The very first thing I had to realize when I was digging myself out of this depressive rut was, if nothing changes, then nothing changes. If you're currently in a state where you're just depressed and you just hate who you are, but you keep doing your same daily routines, same daily habits, then nothing's gonna change and you just stay hating yourself forever. This might seem like obvious as fuck advice, right? You might be thinking to yourself, no shit. You'll be surprised of how stubborn we can actually be when it comes to quitting, And this is actually pretty good when it comes to sports or when it comes to competition, but a bad thing when you're trying to change and improve yourself. It takes a lot of guts to take a step back and admit that you're wrong. Admit that the daily routines and your daily habits are preventing you from feeling fulfilled. Instead of thinking this way, you usually think, no, I'm going to continue doing the same things that I've been doing every single day, and tomorrow's going to be different. Tomorrow is going to be the day where I make the massive comeback that I'm looking for. 2 to 3 days go by and you fall back to your old patterns. I've wasted months doing this. I've wasted months of my life where I could have been enjoying myself and having fun, but instead they were spent in my dark, lonely room, in this room that we are in right now, isolating myself from friends and family members and just being alone. If you were to take a moment out of your time and look back at the best times of your life, the best moments that you've ever had, you probably notice that most likely you didn't have your phone out with you. You didn't have your phone out recording or taking pictures, and instead you were probably enjoying the moment and being present. That's fun in my eyes. Fun is like totally forgetting about your phone, totally forgetting that you even own a phone, and truly enjoying the moment. But now fun is very corrupted. Fun is now about how can we make it look like we're having as much fun as possible so that we can post this fun time on our stories, so then we can impress people we don't even like. It took me a very long time to realize that social media isn't real. Social media is only a place we go whenever we feel lonely and want some attention. A place that we can go when we want to act like someone we are not. A tool to use whenever we want to be distracted of the life we're not enjoying. So you might think that to create a completely new version of yourself and make a change in your life, you might think that you have to make a dramatic change starting on day one. That's not true at all. That's actually really unrealistic, and the small habits that you implement day by day, little by little, month by month, are actually the things that completely change you, right? Because they all compound into this one massive thing at the end. When James Clear said, your habits shape your identity, Guy was not fucking around. Like, Guy was actually being serious. I truly believe there's no way in hell you'll be able to transform your life and, become this person that you're proud of without implementing habits and systems that will get you there. By doing this, you can make a habit tracker and list down all the habits that you want to start doing. This could be reading, this could be working out, this could be waking up early. You have to make them easy though, alright? You can't be like putting, I'm gonna run 50 miles today, I'm gonna read 50 pages today, and then I'm gonna go in the ocean, swim, and hold my breath for an hour. What if I told you that those hurtful and negative thoughts that you usually get might not even be your own, and perhaps these aggressive thoughts are coming from the people that you look up to on social media or from the rappers you listen to on a daily basis, and these hurtful thoughts could be the reason why you're not where you want to be right now. Think about it. Your own mind has convinced you to continue doing your bad habits. Before I realized this, my mind literally used to be a complete war zone. The thoughts that are supposed to be helping me were actually beating the shit out of me and making me their bitch. One thing that you can start doing is guided meditations. It's one of the things that changed my life forever. You won't see the benefits right away. Like, I'll be honest, like for the first week or two, you'll probably see no benefits. Until you get to week 3, you'll start to ask yourself, why is my mind so peaceful? Why am I able to concentrate so much better when before I can only concentrate for 5 minutes until I got distracted? You'll overcome your TikTok brain, literally. Finally, you'll be able to control your emotions and be able to work on the things that are important to you. Resetting your dopamine levels will be by far the greatest life hack you can ever do for yourself. Being able to sit down, put your headphones on, and work on things that mean a ton to you work on things that bring you happiness and fulfillment is such an important part of our lives. But yet, almost nobody can do it just because we're so addicted on dopamine. I think we all know what dopamine is. It's a neurotransmitter that gives you pleasure every time you produce it. That's why TikTok Shorts, I'm losing it. That's why TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels are so addicting. That's why eating pizza and eating cinnamon rolls are so addicting. It releases a lot of dopamine, and the thing that sucks about dopamine is that the more you consume it, the higher your levels rise. So now 2 hours of YouTube is no longer enough. Now you need to watch 5 hours of YouTube to satisfy you. Your monkey brain starts going bananas every time you're in a conversation and it's not intriguing. Your monkey brain goes bananas every time you're watching a video like this one and you need to be entertained. You constantly have to have dopamine hits or else you go bananas. You probably heard of dopamine detoxing. It's basically a 1 week period where you delete social media, you stop eating junk food, and you meditate every day for at least 7 days. Even 1 day of doing it will open your eyes to the life you're missing out on. If I have never reset my dopamine levels, my screen time would have stayed at 10 hours. That's not even the sad part, because if I were to live up to 80 years old, 10 out of those 80 years would have been spent looking down at my phone. Next time you're in a public setting, take a moment to acknowledge those around you and remind yourself that it's everybody's first time living life just like you. You're not lost, and you're certainly not a failure. You're just a young human being experiencing life for the very first time. You might be in a period where you hate yourself, where you're depressed, you have no motivation to even live. But this dark period of your life is only a chapter, a meaningful chapter that will shape you into the person you're going to be later in the future. Think about it like this. You walk by a beautiful set of roses. The darkest and rainiest days are probably the reason why those roses were able to grow into the beautiful flowers they are now. So going through these depressing times isn't bad at all. It's actually a gift given to you by the world. It's given to you to break you down so you can build yourself back up, but this time much stronger and much more resilient. I genuinely feel sorry for those that grow up pampered and spoiled, getting everything they want and getting everything they need and never going through struggle, because those people will never grow up knowing the life-changing lessons that the struggle would have gave them. So take a moment to thank the world. Thank the world for this depressing time that you're experiencing right now, because it's going to pay off at the end. Trust the process. I promise you, you'll come back completely unrecognizable.